So I'm back again. And tonight I'm going to do another transfer update, and this just keeps coming and coming all the time, doesn't it? So, guys, if you like the video, do smash the likes up on the video, and also get subscribing if you're already new, and keep those comments coming through the comment sections down below as well. And yeah, did a brilliant one last night on a transfer update, and please look out for that. It's updated now. And also, please watch me and Holly on the NUFC review. That should be a cracker as well. So yeah, do smash it up and ribbit. So what we're going to talk about is the latest on the right Gayle. Let's get him up there. There you go. Right. Well, according to the Chronicle and the Athletic, that he's going to sign a new 3-year contract very, very soon. Now, this is the first time this has been linked. And last month, according to reports, they've already signed a 3-year deal. And if I'm honest with you, so I just can't see the point of signing this guy at all whatsoever, because he doesn't want to be at Newcastle. When he comes on the pitch, he doesn't want to be on the pitch. His attitude is wrong. He doesn't seem to care. Right, and at times he just want to be aware because his attitude ain't right, and he's been poor, and he doesn't show it alarm whatsoever, sort of thing. He's only scored one goal this season, if I remember serves right. That's against West Brom. He didn't celebrate then, and he just said, "Okay, I've scored," but his attitude is wrong at Newcastle. Now he's been with us since 2016, right? And his first season, if memory serves correctly, he scored 23 goals. And I thought that'd be absolutely fantastic. And then since then, the following 4 years, he has scored 11 goals in the Premier League. And they got offered this guy a new 3-year deal. Let's be real. I don't think he deserves a new 3-year contract. I think he should go to the Championship. I think he should go and drive a Fulham or West Brom. What the club is trying to do, to try and tie him into a 3-year deal to protect his assets, yeah? And if they do that, Fulham and West Brom's just going to walk away and say, hang on a minute, I'm not going to pay anything for him. I'm not going to pay 10, 50 million pounds for this guy. What has he done for Newcastle for the last 4 years? Not a lot. Not a lot. Don't know. But it's not good enough. He's passed it. And a couple of other places passed it as well. And if I'm honest with you, if he does sign a new contract, then for me, the club's gone backwards. And this is Mike Ashley's Newcastle, by the way. Let's be real about it. And if you want to keep Dwight Gayle, if you think he deserves a new contract, just leave it in the comment sections down below and we'll talk about it. So let's move on to the next one we're going to chat about. And this one hasn't been gone away. It's Hamza Choudhury. Remember this guy? He took Matt Ritchie out of the game a couple of seasons ago in the Carling Cup or Carabao Cup, whatever what they call it. He took him out, yeah? And he plays for Leicester. Now, he hardly plays for Leicester, right? He's been with them since 2015. 47 appearances for the Foxes, only scored 1 goal. He went on Bird to Albion not once but twice, made 26 appearances for the club, scoring no goals. He's a tough tackling midfielder, and Steve Bruce obviously rated this guy very highly. Now, would I take him? For me, I'd rather take Joe Willock, if I'm honest with you, if you know what I mean. But if Joe Willock comes as well, and he's going to come to Newcastle and he shows his worth, yeah, I'll give him a shot. Do you know what I mean? And Leicester fans, what do you make of this guy? Do you think do you want rid of him? Do you think it'd be okay for Newcastle? Because he's only going to go if Samari comes to the club, and it looks like he's going to join anyway. But this guy, he seems to have action. You know, he makes tackles. He's a tough tackling midfielder. Does score enough goals for me. But listen, you know, if he's going to be him, I think he might be okay. He might shock a few people, sort of thing. So tell us what you think, guys. Would you take Hamza Choudhury? And now on to the next target as well is one Matty Longstaff. Now, he is so tough at Newcastle at the minute, not getting the game. He signed a new 2-year deal on the promise he'd get first-team football. But guess what? Steve Bruce doesn't fancy him at all whatsoever. And there's something going on between the two. I think he should have gone to Udinese in the summer, or last summer, by the way. Would have played alongside Rodrigo de Paul rather than John Shelby. Let's be real about it, you know. And he's only 20. And listen, every time he plays, he's done okay. He's done fantastic. You know, tough tackling midfield. You know, works hard in a 90-minute game. Now, Derby County is going to be linked with him as well. This is not the first time they've been linked with him before, by the way, and it hasn't gone away. Yeah, and he needs to be playing football. He needs to be playing in the first team. Yeah, but for this to happen, it's either got to be sold on a permanent deal or get him to sign a new deal and then loan him out. He's only got 12 months left on his contract. You know, Derby said they want to take him on loan, which I think is a bit daft. Make sure you get this guy fully contracted for another 2 or 3 more years, then loan him out. Because I can tell you something now, Steve Bruce will not be here as long as Matty Longstaff's here, and that's possibly next season. So the guy, for me, I don't want Matty to go. I really don't. I'd rather keep Jeff Hendrick, who's I'm all about. So tell us what you think. Would you loan him out? Or would you still keep Matty Longstaff at Newcastle United? Because you see, I'd rather keep him, to be quite honest with you. Because the midfield we've got is just not good enough. Shelby ain't good enough. Hendrick's a waste of time. And Miron, as much as I love him, I just don't think he's going to get enough goals as well. And it's sad, really, because it's just the way Steve Bruce plays his football. And that's just how it is. So there you go. So if you want to keep Matty, would you loan him out? Please leave in the section down below. I've got some comments there, by the way. Having problems tonight. I've got Paul. Even John, will you okay? There's absolutely no point in giving Gayle a new deal. Typical NUFC. I would never understand what goes on at our club, and Gayle is used this in the Premier League. I totally agree. Yeah, totally go all the way. It is absolutely a joke, this club. It really, really is. You'd be better off giving a 3-year deal for Fabian Schär or Jacob Murphy, or, yeah, to an extent, even Fernandez on another 1-year deal. You know what I mean? Or give it to Callum Wilson on improved terms. But not for this one, not for this waste out of the club. Do you know what I mean? So I've got hey, John, yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Truls, just a bit hat tough about Dwight Gayle going to sign this new deal, honestly. But we all know that Dwight Gayle ain't good enough for Newcastle United. He is done, absolutely done at this club. And I just don't get it. I really don't get it, because this is how it is. This is how it is. Dwight Gayle will not be a first teamer. What more do you want us to say, honestly? And exactly what I'm saying, mate. Exactly what I'm saying. Gayle looks uninterested when he played. How will this change? The club will never change. They don't listen to us. They don't give a toss about the fans. Us, me and you, just what they think is correct. Do you know what I mean? This is Steve Bruce come out and say that Dwight Gayle is highly, highly rated, and he's always wanted this guy to play for Newcastle. Yeah? This is what you're getting now. He doesn't score enough goals. His attitude, his application is poor. It really, really is. We don't want players like that. We've already got a couple of them like that already, if you know what I mean. It's absolutely unbelievable, man. I mean, what else do you want us to say about Dwight Gayle? Not a lot. Yeah? But there's still the latest hope from Chris Ager. Now Brian Leverkusen is going to step up. They're interested in the Norwegian, according to Sky Sports News. And again, why are we not just put the money in for him, slapping the £6 million for him, right, and just get the guy over the line? But no, they're doing absolutely not. They're rather signing loans and freebies. And Steve Bruce was told today that he's given the green light, but you have to use the loan market, yeah? What are we? Flipping Enterprise or something? Do you know what I mean? Enterprise FC. Enterprise FC, may as well change it to that, because you know why? They loan cars, don't they? Wow. So it is absolutely ridiculous, honestly. And as for the Sun, with the takeover, it's a load of crap. Paul, I still believe it's going to be taken over. The CAT is going to take place on Friday, from what I believe in. And not only that, the arbitration will be taking place around July time. So please keep these comments coming through. I'm going to be on another show at 8 o'clock tonight called The Horseman Horseman Platoon with Paul, Baza, and PD Padlock. And again, it should be fun. Let's hope we talk about more football this time. I know it's fun. Let's talk about more about football. Got the Euros coming up as well. And Jose, but might to be sell Gayle for I hope. Listen, I'll just get rid of him. Just give him on the free because he ain't worth the money. Do you know what I mean? He ain't worth the money. The club I just love to make money. The guy's out of contract. Leave it as that. Let him go to West Brom or Fulham. Who asked for Gayle for? Well, Fulham wanted him. West Brom wanted him. Bruce wanted to stay. But listen, at the end of the day, he ain't good enough. We need a total fresh up. We really, really do. So I will be here if it's on this channel. You keep coming in, my friend. Bruce is super annoying, John. He does the opposite then. What any support he asks for? Wow. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be a Geordie, right? He's supposed to be like one of us. But at the end of the day, listen, he just doesn't care at all whatsoever. And I'm sure Ashley's told him to be his own man. Yeah? I want him out. I want him gone, honestly. If you talk Yups tonight, I'm out. You better tell Paul that then, mate, haven't you? Sort of thing. And it's so frustrating, man. Do you know what I mean? But I tell you what, we better get AR as well. We do better get AR at the back. We definitely need him. Saliba's been linked to us as well. Josh King's been linked to now, you know? And we've been linked to a few players, yeah, but Ashley's been told Bruce he can get early targets as well. 2 players ain't enough. I want 4, 5, 6. The more, the better. Because there's a lot of wasters and hipsters at this club as well. Get that mood. Use your suspects, baby. Use your suspects. Like I said, it's like fan forum meetings between owners and fan groups in Newcastle. They got so many groups. You've got the Magpie group. You've got NCSL group. You've got quite a few groups as well for Newcastle United. But what I want to see all being one, or not 5, 6 different groups. I want to see all of them in one. Then protest. If you're going to protest, I'll back you for it. Do you know what I mean? But if you're going to do the protest, do it properly, or just don't bother at all. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm not being funny, but we've got to get this order out of the club, and he's hearing us now. He's making it absolutely clear he wants out. The Saudis wants in, but the Premier League do not want us to go because the Big Six have told them don't do it. Tell them to get stuff. And also, I'm not going to talk about Joel and you things tonight. I notice you're tired of it. I just laughing, man. I just laugh. You know what I mean? But he's not only needs to be out the door as well. Joel Linton, he simply ain't good enough, yeah? For those who don't know, he's only scored, 6 goals since he's been at Newcastle United? 6 goals. 1 goal every 11 game, and that cost us £6.5 million. That is absolutely appalling. So I said it once, I said it before, whoever sanctions this move should be off for the stewards and should be charged with fraud and deception. Absolutely shocking. Real talk. And I've got to say it as well, if you've got a protest, don't be an Arsenal fan. The kids outside the stadium, have a good or 10 people like Spurs. I mean, Arsenal's in a mess as well, by the way. I'm not going to lie. I mean, getting outbid about Aston Villa for Emi Buendia, that is absolutely unbelievable, that, man. Hey, what else can you say? You know, absolutely embarrassing for that club. That club needs, if they're not careful, they're going to go slightly backwards. Do you know what I mean? Also, a terrific club, a terrific football club. And the fans deserve better, man. But, hey, what can I say? What can I say? And I got Sancho's game. He needs to grow up. But Bruce is his love at handy, I'm afraid. So he might even come on our chat later on, see Bruce. You just never know. But, yeah, man, it's just depressing being a Newcastle fan. Let's be real about it. But we've got to get our targets in early. And if we don't get our targets in early, like the Chris HR situation, we are going to be left behind yet again. Norwich are after him as well. Can you imagine getting got something to buy Norwich City, man? Norwich City. No disrespect to them, but it's just unacceptable as a football club. We can't even compete with Brentford. We can't even compete in Norwich. Watford. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. And Paul said, we ain't going to get anybody. Well, we need to. we need to get players coming through because let's be real, the players we got in a minute, apart from a couple, it's just stale. It needs a freshen up. Do you know what I mean? It needs a freshen up. Also, we're on purgatory at the minute, and I totally agree. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to the Euros as well, you know. I mean, I hope England do well. But my tip to win it, everyone's going to say France. I'm going to say Italy, you know, because they've got a cracking team there in a minute. Locatelli midfield, Verardi's playing well. You got Lasagna stepping up. Immobile, can he deliver? Can he deliver in that international stage? He can do it for Lazio. Can he do it for Ozuri? And I believe he can this season. I really hope so. And Donnarumma in goal. He could play for the Italian national team for the next 20 years, that goalkeeper. He is excellent. AC Milan ought to be shooting themselves in the foot, allowing his contract to doing. Unbelievable. He could be on the free. Milan fans are not happy, I can tell you that, but absolutely not, honestly. Belgium's got a chance. Yeah, Belgium's got a chance. Yeah, we need to, and I need to win the lottery, but it ain't going to happen anytime soon. I just got my PPI back, by the way. You know, but that's from the tax as well. Don't know who that's from, but don't know who that came from, man. But there you go. Do keep smashing the likes up and keep those comments coming through. I'll probably here for another 10 minutes or so. We got to get ready for the Horseman show. And Paul keeps saying that I'll do 3,000 streams a day. King of the streams. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change my handler, my YouTube handler, to King of the Streams. That's a good idea. And he said, do you think teams like Watford, who got relegated, Ashley, Benfica, and Newcastle, then go out refreshing coaches and bringing new young players, then smash the EPL for next season, then go down again? I don't think Watford's going to go down, you know. I don't think they will. But they got to keep the manager happy. They cannot sack a manager at all. Otherwise, they're going to have a repetition. They should never sack Nigel Pearson, by the way. Should never have sacked him. Wow. Huge mistake. I don't think they're going to do it. They've got good players there, by the way. Troy Dean and Saar. They've got some cracking players there, by the way. Don't mind Watford. And I got Ryan as well from Canada. Would you take Eddie Nketiah as second choice striker? If not, who realistically? Ryan, I wouldn't take him, mate. I would not take Nketiah. I mean, he hasn't had a good season for the Arsenal, yeah? He went to Leeds. He worked hard, but we need goals. We need someone who's going to put the goals at the back of the net. And as much as Eddie Nketiah is young, I just don't think I'd take him, mate. I'd take Balogun, though. Another Arsenal striker. I'd definitely take him, man. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, there you go. So, for me, Ryan, I would not take Nketiah. Not for me. Paul, we still have Jesus playing for us. He's up there, man. He's up there. Jesus. And, yeah, got a Chelsea fan called Ryan. He's my guy. I'm Gaston Haaland to Chelsea for record fee, 156 million transfer from Dortmund. What Roman gets, he gets. Is that done? Is that going to happen, though? Or is that fee's been agreed? I tell you what, Chelsea do need a centre forward. If you can get a centre forward, they got a good chance of winning the league, you know. But I still think Ole and Man United will have something to say about that. I still think if Cavani hits some form and get a midfield right and defence right, believe you me, I think United come close this season. I really do. But if Chelsea gets Haaland, I think that's the season complete. Choose Kings what we'll get, but we need someone better. What we need better, Choose, we need a takeover miss. That's what we need. We need actually to beat these lot on Friday, if possible, yeah. But I'll probably take him, but he hasn't scored goals over a year now. Bournemouth and Everton has scored a goal. See, anyone from Arsenal are abused mentally. Saka is definitely in a sad situation. I love Saka. I think he's a canny young player, this guy. And any Arsenal fan listening to us, I tell you something, he is going to be a fantastic player, him. But at the end of the day, I think Arteta, is he the right guy to coach him? I ain't so sure, man. I ain't so sure. And just see what else got here. Yeah, John, agree 10,000%. Thank you very much indeed. So, we still haven't got any players coming in yet. You know, I know it's early days, but come on, we need 4 players in before pre-season. So, hopefully, we can blend them in and have a good pre-season. We got to play York. We got to play Harrogate. We got to play Burton Albion. Yeah, we're supposed to go into Portugal, but that's in doubt. So, It is what it is. And then you probably play a home game. But the fixtures is coming out. It's a fixtures coming out next week, by the way, on the 16th, isn't it? I think it is, But yeah, that'll come out next week. So that should be fun and games. See, we probably play Brentford first, Norwich next, and then the big guns. But Steve Bruce knows he's got to start really well. Really, really well. But any chance of Joe Willock coming to Newcastle United, I just don't think that's going to happen now, because according to Football London, Joe Willock's in line for a new role at Arsenal after Odegaard, and Buendia develops as well. Buendia's gone to Villa, and Odegaard, it looks like he's going to stay around Madrid by the looks of it. So that doesn't look good for Newcastle, doesn't it? Not at all. And I got to say, would you take Arteta over Bruce? Listen, I take any young manager sort of thing. I think Arteta do okay at Newcastle United because we're not as big as Arsenal. I think he'd probably give him time if he was at Newcastle. But at the end of the day, I'll take him. Anyone over Bruce. But there you go. Do you think we need another winger? For me, I would say yes. Excuse me. Someone could actually cross the ball. Matt Ritchie, I love him, but he's 31. But we definitely need a winger sort of thing. ASM we've got. And we definitely need it. But who's out there sort of thing? Who's out there? That's the thing. And if you go in the Championship and you want to buy a decent winger, then you got to pay someone like £30 million. Do you know what I mean? But I would, Ryan, we need a freshen up in that team. So on 6 million is now for Abramovich. This transfer window is crazy. Well, it will be soon, like, because of because last year was poor because of the pandemic. But at the end of the day, I think clubs will spend. They definitely spend. I'm not going to buy this. Because of the pandemic, they have got money, man. Aston Villa, they tried to get JWP, James Ward-Prowse, as well. If they get him, that'll be a cracking signing. He's such a talented player. He really is. I got Trues as well. Oh my God, those hard clubs. No wonder we don't have fitness. I tell you what, our fitness level's absolutely shocking, man. I don't know if you heard about Steve Bruce come out and said after the Fulham match, he goes that the players deserve a well-earned break. What break? Did they work hard enough, man? They only train 2-3 times a week. Oh dear. 3 times a week they train. Let's be real about it. Tell you what, he's trying to make us all like an absolute bellends, absolute muppets. Sorry, Steve, you're a muppet. I got round it. Are you going to watch Copa America? I'm going to try and watch it, mate, but it's on at night time, isn't it? So I'm going to have to go to bed early, about 10 o'clock, because I've got to get up for work for 5 in the morning, So I hope you're going to watch it as well. It's taking place in Brazil now. I think they'll probably win the whole thing. I really do. It should be a cracking competition, by the way. Let's hope you enjoy it, Ryan. And Paul, Seto, I take Kermit the Frog over Bruce. I take Megan Fox over Bruce. Let's be real about it. Do you know what I mean? Because Steve is not good enough to be as manager. And also, I'd like to see obviously Aja and Saliba in a back three. I'd take them both. Do you know what I mean? The Cells is going to start. So hopefully, if we do get Saliba and Aja, we cannot be playing long balls or hoof balls, by the way. It has to be played on the deck because they're both ball playing defenders sort of thing. Let's be real about it. So hopefully, Steve Bruce might be changing things up. Who knows? That's what I want to see. So I just got another comment here, by the way. Some loads of comments. I got Bruce is Hall of Fame. The second is Big Sam. Okay, fair enough. I want to try and watch Copa America and see how well Miggy does with Paraguay. I tell you what, it's a good call, Ryan. That's a really good call there, mate. It really is, because he's got to do well. If he does well for Paraguay, he's got to do well for Newcastle next season, But Paraguay plays a 4-3-3, don't they? If memory serves us right. I make a stick figure, and that would do a better job than Booster Cabbage Heat. That's from Jules and Ryan. Haaland, Havertz, Werner, Mount up front. That's mad. That's a mad lineup, baby. Mad lineup. I mean, that is absolutely scary. No wonder the Premier League don't want to have a takeover. You know what I mean? Unbelievable, man. But like I said, I've got 711 subscribers sort of thing on me YouTube, and you know what it is? All you 711 amazing people that subscribe to my channel, I've got to say thanks for doing it, because without you guys, I can't do this. No way. Oh, they had about 100, 200 odd in November, you know, but it's absolutely shot up, absolute lit. If I can get another 289 by the summer, I'll be over the flipping moon. I'm drumming up my subscribers as well. I'll do tire deliveries as well. I'll try to get the guys to subscribe to my channel, whoever they don't like it. Absolutely amazing. So big up to you guys, you know. And yeah, so I better wrap this up very quickly, because I got going on a show at 8 o'clock for the Horseman Show with Paul, Baz and PD. And breaking news as well, that Chip House won't be here because he's at work, but I'm sure Judy Hops will be there. I'll show you guys will be there as well. So yeah, it should be absolutely brilliant, and let's have a bit of fun, eh? And just go on to the Twitter as well. So just look at the Holland as well. Nothing's going on there yet by the looks of it. And yeah, but we've got no big news in Serie A as well. And just go look at it as well. I got Chuzo. Geez, 700 subs, by the way. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. I got Paul Nelson, John, catch you later. And I also got set. Oh, okay, if that's the next show on this channel. It's Paul's channel, not my channel. So go on to the Toon Review. All right. Go on there. And then that's the channel you need to go on, the Toon Review. And he needs as much subscribers, as much viewers as possible. He wants over 200 to need. Let's be real. I hope he gets it. If our players that in the Euros, Copa America play well, it clearly shows how bad Boost is. I totally agree, Ryan. I totally agree, mate. I mean, Steve Boost hasn't got a clue. He's yesterday's man. Yesterday's man, and he's a dinosaur. See you at the Four Horsemen, John, and the others who will be there. Choose that be PD Padlock, Paul the Horse, and Baza. Haven't spoken to Baza for ages, you know. I hope he's okay, man. But it looks like I'm going to be doing the full-time show. I'm going to do a fan cam. So that's another project I'm going to do. I'm going to do the fan cam after Newcastle matches next season. And that is alongside Aniruda. And I just can't wait for him to join us. So he's a Bristol City fan, and he's welcome to come and chat anytime. So, guys, if you've got anything to go off your chest regarding Newcastle performance on the day, please let us know. Send me the link, and then you can come on and tell us what you thought of the game. That's a long way off yet. So, listen, I'm going to be back at 8 o'clock. Also, I'm going to be with Claire Williams tomorrow at 7:30. We're going to talk about the Manchester United season review. So please join us for that. If you've got any questions for Claire, she'll love that as well. So please smash the likes up, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for joining us. And I shall see you in about half an hour's time. So have a fantastic evening. Away, lads. Boost out.